So this is a cabin tour of cabin 105 on the Delfin 3, which is an Amazon River cruise ship. And this is one of the suites. These are pretty much all suites on here. There are only 44 passengers at a maximum who are able to come on this ship. So it is small and your cabin is a pretty decent size. So we will start with when you first walk in, you're going to have your light switch where you can turn everything on or off depending upon what you need within the cabin. And then you have your bathroom directly on the right hand side. There are bath robes for you to use while you're here. Don't take them with you, you will get charged for them, but that is pretty standard for all of them. There is also a single vanity, but it has a very large mirror and lots of counter space to get ready, which is quite handy to have. So you'll notice that you've got your magnifying mirror for all of the wrinkles, hairs, whatever it is that you need to take a look at more closely, as well as of course your Kleenex, your sink, your lotion, your hand soap as well. And then on this side there is a bottle of water in here for you that you can get refilled, and inside you've got a metal cup if you want to keep your toothbrush in there, as well as 2 regular cups. And then in here you have your shower cap, cotton balls, Q-tips, and so forth if you need those. You do not need to pack those if you do not choose to. I do love the beautiful fresh flowers that are in here. It's kind of a really nice touch as well. And then directly underneath is where you're going to find your towels. So you've got bath towels as well as your shower mat. And then there is also a hair dryer. This is a 1600 watt, which is not the most powerful that I've seen in a hotel or a cruise ship, but it's a lot better than a lot of them. So depending upon how picky you are, you can either bring your own or not. This is of course the Peruvian plug, which is the 220 volt, but there is also 110 volt plugs in here if needed. If you need laundry done, there is a laundry service. There is a charge to it, and you can see the charges on the paper directly below as you fill this out. And then these are your slippers for you to use while you're here. And then of course, that is accessible to you. As you come in further, this is one thing that's a little bit different from most ships that you may have been on, is that with the toilet, you do not flush anything down the toilet except your own waste. There is a garbage can right here. All of your paper goes in here. That includes the toilet paper. So try to remember that. I know it's really hard because we all have habits, but just so you know, that's where it is. And there is a warning directly over so that you can try to remember, but I know it's hard to do. Please try, because their sanitation system is not designed for paper to go down. You do also have a pretty large shower for a cruise line, which is nice. There is an overhead shower right here. There's not a handheld one, it is just this one right here with the controls directly below it. There is a grab bar in case you need it, as well as a place to put your own toiletries if you choose to bring them. That said, they do have liquid soap, shampoo, and conditioner. I have not tried it out yet, but I definitely will and let you know what I think. I always bring my own shampoo and conditioner because I've been burned too many times. There is also the hanging string that you can pull across and put over here if you want to hang up any wet items, because we are in the Amazon, something is going to get wet. But pretty decent sized bathroom with a pretty good set of amenities. So we will go ahead and head on out and look directly across, which is where you're going to find your closets. So you've got closet on both sides. When you open it, you can see that you've got shelves all the way up and down over here with plenty of space to store anything that doesn't need to be hung. And then on the other side of your closet, you have a double row of racks with plenty of hangers so that you can go ahead and hang what you need over there. Directly to the right of this, you will find an iron that actually lives inside this bag, but like the hairdryer, I took it out to make it easier for you to see. That's another storage area, as well as a storage space above there. And then you do have your safe, which is fantastic to do. One thing on the size, this is definitely gonna fit my laptop in there, and the depth is pretty deep because it goes pretty far up my arm before I hit the back of it, which means you'll be able to fit your laptop, iPads, passports, wallets, jewelry, whatever it is that you need there to use it. All you need to do is close the door, enter your 4-digit code like 1, 2, 3, 4, which you're gonna use something more unique, but it is as it is. And then after you hit the 4-digit code, you're gonna press the pound sign. That will go ahead and lock it. And then when you wanna unlock it, you're just gonna use that same 1, 2, 3, 4 passcode that you entered previously, and that will unlock it. You do need to reset it each time that you open it and close it, but that's easy enough to do. Directly below that is where you're gonna find your life jackets. They are actually in this bag right here like this. So it's not super apparent what they are, but this is the actual life vest. If by chance you happen to need it, it is right here. Put it on, it's pretty self-explanatory. And then directly below that is where you'll find the fire extinguisher again. None of these things have ever needed to be used on the ship for as long as it's been in service, as Carlos, who is our cruise director, has already informed us. There is a trash can for standard trash here, as well as another very large mirror for you to get ready. This is the HVAC system for your room. Again, they ask that you keep it between 21 and 23 degrees for your comfort, and also because if you put it below 21 degrees, your window that you can see in the reflection is going to start fogging up and you won't be able to see out. I actually usually like things relatively cool. It is at 23 right now, and I am actually very comfortable in this room, which kind of surprised me. So you notice that there was an iron. This is the ironing board. So you just go ahead and unhook it. And then there is your little stand right here. And this comes down. And that is how you can go ahead and get everything ironed. If you need to do any ironing, I try to avoid ironing wherever possible because I just am not good at it. That bang that you heard is the water bottle. So this is a water bottle that everyone gets when you board the bus at the Iquitos airport. Use this to fill up with whatever it is that you need so you can stay hydrated, and this is yours to keep when you go home, which is kind of cool. There are outlets everywhere in this cabin, which I really appreciate. You'll notice that there is both the 110 volt, which is the US ports, as well as the 220 volts for you to use that have the different types of plugs. So it actually takes pretty much any type of 220 volt, which is quite handy. You also have hand sanitizer right here. You've got pen and paper for notes if you'd like to. I plan to take notes when I go up to each of my night's briefings about the next day's cruises, so I know what to expect and don't forget. There is a wildlife checklist, your do not disturb sign, that obviously this one says wake me up, and on the other side is the do not disturb, just hang that on the outside of your door. You have information about the spa that you sign up on the chalkboard on the deck if you would like to do that. And then this is your HVAC control, so you just can come here and change the temperature, warmer, cooler, change the mode, and so forth as needed. But again, keep it between 21 and 23 degrees. It's 23 degrees in here and I'm quite comfortable. There is also a telephone, so if you need anything, whether it's room service, the infirmary, or anything else, that is there for you quite easily. And then you've got your couch that is here, so you can sit and watch the outside as it goes by with a little table right here. And then over the table, this is your safety hammer. Again, this is something that's never been used, but they did let us know that if you need to break the window to exit, if it is not safe to abandon the ship via the hallway, this is how you do it with that safety hammer. Never had to use it, but you know that it's there. And then you do have a very nice window. It's not quite floor to ceiling, but it's pretty close where you can see. And we boarded the ship and pretty much took off right away, which was really nice to get moving. But you can also see how flat the water is right now. And this, granted, may not stay this flat the entire time, but so far there have been no seasickness issues. But if you are seasick or prone to seasickness, obviously just be aware of that and always bring your Dramamine or whatever other seasickness remedies you need just in case. You do also have on this side and on the other side as well your shades that you pull this, and this will bring down kind of your blocking out the light a little bit for the shades, and then pull across the rest of it. And you can see this does not block out all of the light. I personally would like to see more of a blackout shade because I get woken up every time there is any little bit of light in the room. But the good news is that I have a Manta sleep mask, and that Manta sleep mask blocks out all of the light. So I am not going to have an issue, and I am very glad that I brought that with me. But manually operate those two pieces so you can see in or see out as the case may be. And then turning away from the window, as you face inward, you can see the actual bed. This is set up as a king size bed, and there are built-in nightstands on either side. Note that the nightstands are not right next to where the bed is, because this actually can be pushed apart to be 2 twin beds instead of a king size bed. So if you need to not sleep with the person that you're in the cabin with, you are able to do that by having this set up as 2 twins instead of a king size bed. So when you take a look over on either side of the nightstand or of the bed, you've got your nightstands. There's a manual on-off switch for a little light by the bed. There's one of those on each side. And then you also, again, have the 220 volt plugs as well as the 110 volt plugs. I told you there are plugs everywhere, which is fantastic. And then you've got the drawer here for storage in the nightstand, as well as an open space underneath where you can store whatever you need. And on the other side, it is set up exactly the same. So you can kind of see what is available within this cabin. So again, this is one of these suites on the Delfin 3 Amazon River Cruise. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below. Otherwise, enjoy your cruise.